This morning I am deciding to retire my title as just a witch and dedicate the morning to becoming the ultimate sea witch. Now, I'm sure if you're watching this video you have not been living under a rock, you know, below sea level, and understand that there are different types of witches based on geographical locations, hobbies and interests, and most importantly, energy sources that witches gravitate toward. In my life and on my channel, I've never quite coined a term for myself. I just call myself a witch and have it at that. But since I'm down in South Florida at the moment, I am actively choosing to uncover my drive toward the ocean, sea life, and what it means to live as a seaside witch. Protection circle. I know we all do this when we go to the beach anyways, but setting up a protective circle with your belongings is a surefire way to get into the spirit of spellcasting by the sea. Think of this as your cleansing your space step in terms of witchcraft. Just have yourself a blanket or a sheet, an act of your home base gathered with things you may need to get into your brain a little bit. Manifestation journaling. I open the morning with manifestation journaling or poetry writing. I have plenty of videos on each of these topics and how to hone in on them if you are feeling stuck, but just know that I sat here and took in the wind, the smells, the atmosphere, and the memories they all may invoke. I wrote some things down and let my mind wander as the waves crash toward me. This is also a lovely time to just straight up manifest. If you want to write a manifestation down on a piece of paper instead of making this elaborate kind of journaling entry, here's a quick 5-minute spell for you. Write a manifestation down on a piece of paper, fold it toward you, and then wet it with the waves, not letting it go. I think that this could act as an incredible manifestation that'll come to fruition if you think about it hard enough while you're casting. I didn't partake in this specificness because my goals lately have been to focus on the present, not worry so much about what's to come, and let it all ride out, which I think go pretty hand in hand sitting waterside. Spellcasting. If you're more of a hands-on learner, this activity could help resonate with your witchcraft practice. Find a stick of sorts, maybe a shell, or something that you feel instantly protected by. In my case, I found a stick washed up along shore, so that happened to look like a wand. How cool. It had little branches sticking out of it and it fit in my hand just right. Walk closer to the shore and draw a circle. As you're drawing this circle, envision the circle being a beacon of light. We are casting a banishing spell in the sand, so inside of the circle write out a word or a something that you would like to rid. This can be anxiety, laziness, sadness, a person's name, a relationship, etc., and then let the waves erase it. If you are not close enough to the water, that's okay. You can also erase it with your hands and bury it back into the sand. You can also just cross it out and wait for high tide to take it away.
We're gonna go find some collectible items, and ironically, this one is quite perfect. Wow. Wait, I think the sun's finally That's upsetting. Balloons washed up. The sun is finally almost peeking over the horizon.
As kids, we went to the beach with games and toys to build sandcastles and explore with our vibrant senses. As adults, we often go to relax, unwind, and take a break from the world around us. I still like to play games on the beach, so for me, I try to mix together the two ends of youth and maturity with a wee bit of witchcraft. Gather some items on the beach that you're drawn to. This could be shells, pebbles, bottles, driftwood, you name it. Save these things for when you're in the mood to cast some spells. You can create protection jars with the sand you've collected from the beach, if the beach permits that, or perhaps a fanciful wand that you could carve sigils into later on. Or abrasive shells can be used for marking other objects as your own. By objects, I truthfully mean altar items and nothing harmful, please. Meditation practices are often limited to feeling a little inside of your brain a bit too much, and that's not something I'm really into. So for me, meditation just means staring into the sun, closing my eyes, and letting it sort of take away all of my negative thoughts.
Oh no! gonna do. And the moon is still out.
I truly believe that witchcraft is what you make of it. There's no titles, there's no beacons of anything to tell you that you're doing something wrong. I think everything starts within yourself and the nature around you that you are evidently drawn to. I love being seaside, I love being in the forest, and I love watching the sun's rays come directly toward me.
Now that the sun is really, truly risen, it's warm, you feel it on your bones, you feel it on your skin, and you kind of know that your sole purpose of coming out here in the first place, alone with the sunrise, really kind of did its job, because the world is so quiet and it's only gonna get louder now, so it's really hard to like tune out that noise and of course the noise of the crashing waves anyway. And I'm gonna get a little too hot in 5 seconds, to the point where I wish that I put my bathing suit on under this. The sun feels like it's rising just for you. And I don't know how insane that sounds, but I swear to God, like, it feels like it's directly toward me. Like, I don't know if everyone else feels that way, but it is. Like, look at the it's just directly in my line of vision. And I don't really know what that says. In my head, it just makes me feel like everything that I came out here to do was kind of, you know, full circle.